Good afternoon, dear students. In this video lecture, I will be discussing remaining exercise 2b and 2c of whole number. So we have already seen whole number in the previous lecture. So exercise 2b, question number 1, if we see, they are asking, because we have already discussed the properties. So here I have written the questions in a paper. Since I don't have book in my hand, I have no book here. I have been arranging pictures from our students, from my students. They are sending me, and then I'm writing their questions in a paper, and then I'm discussing it. So I will be taking the help of this page on which I have written the question. Now in exercise A, means in lecture 1, I have already discussed the properties and what is whole number, difference of between whole number and natural number, their properties of addition. Subtraction I have not done. Subtraction is same as like addition. The only difference is a bit difference you will be seeing. I hope by reading only you all can understand. If you have any problem, you please comment me on this comment section, so that I will discuss your properties based on subtraction. Now moving on to exercise 2b, the question number 1 says that 639 plus fill in the blanks 256 plus 639. Now what type of property is this? What will be the answer here, and what property it signifies? Now if you see it carefully, 256 is missing, 639 is given. If I write here 256, so both the sides the numbers are same, 256 639, 256 639. Don't you think it is a property of commutative property, or it is a closure property? It is actually a commutative properties. First number in first position, second number on second position, second number on first position, first number on second position. So the property is commutative. So in the same way you can solve the remaining two parts. Like sub part 2, they are saying 384 plus this dash 384 is equal to this. Now see, 384, one blank, 384, and then one blank. So obviously if I will put here 1 2 3 4, obviously the number will increase. But we have not seen that case. We have seen the additive property of 0. That property we have to write. After adding 2 3 4, we don't have any property as such. So only answer here will come is 0 0, and then the number itself 384. 384 plus 0 is 0 plus 384, and then this. So which type of properties are this? This can be said as additive property plus commutative property. Additive property of 0 and commutative property. From these two, commutative property, by putting 0 we can say additive property. If we remove certain values, then this. So best answer will be additive property of 0. Commutative property should not be written. I am just saying, if anyone says, sir, I will put here 5, here 5, then this 2 will be obviously commutative property, but we are having third number which says that it should be only one value. Now if we have one value, then definitely we will be having additive property. This commutative property we should not write, or if you want you can write, but I would prefer not to write here. Now question number 3 says 445 plus 45 plus empty space is plus 120 is equal to dash plus 67 plus dash. Now don't you see, first two terms are kept aside, then third term is left. First term is left, last two term is brought together. So this shows the associative property. Now 45 plus what number should come here? Here we are having third number 120. So obviously 120 will come here. First two term. So here 67 will come. 45 plus 67 is equal to 120. And then we will be having 45 plus 67 plus 120. All the three numbers are same. So associative property. And the bracket of first two together, last two together. Associativeness. Now question number 3. If you see, they are asking Find the sum by suitable arrangement we have to do. 426 plus 315 plus 474. Now, if we do the addition, we can write 426, 315, 474, and then we can add this, right? But the question says suitable arrangement. So for suitable arrangement, you have to see the unit place of all the digits, and you have to bring those unit place in together in one place, so that the addition of their unit place will give you 0. Means if I add 6 plus 5, it will be 11. If I add 6 plus 4, it will give 0. So the suitable way of adding will be to bring the unit place to be 0. So arrangement will be 426 plus 474 plus 315. Now you add these two. 6 plus 4, 10, 0, 900, right? Plus 315. 900 plus 315, 0, 0. So easily we can add 9 plus 3, 12. So in this way we will be arranging the numbers in a suitable way, so that I will get 0, 0 in the unit tens place, and the remaining numbers we can add. Now question number 5 says that find a whole number a such that a plus a is equal to a. Means what should be the value of a, so that when we add a plus a, it should be equal to 1. If I put a is equal to 1, just I am writing, if I put a is equal to 1, then 1 plus 1 will it be equal to 1? The answer will be, sir, no. If I say a is equal to minus 1, then what will be my result? Minus 1 plus minus 1 is equal to minus 1. Will it be? It will be minus 2, not equal to minus 1. So the only whole number which will satisfy this condition is a is equal to 0. If I put a is equal to 0, then we will say 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. 0 is equal to 0. So the value of a will be equal to 0. Now with this we finished our exercise 2b. Now I will be discussing exercise 3c. Exercise 2c is based on subtraction and then corresponding addition. Now question number 1 says we have 456 minus 215. Subtract this and then verify the result by using corresponding addition. Now 456 minus 215, what we are going to do? We don't have any number, so that we can arrange this and do. So simply we will subtract 6 minus 5. So we can write this is equal to 6 minus 5, 1. 5 minus 1, 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. This is the result. 6 minus 5, 1. 5 minus 1, 4. 4 minus 2, 2. Now corresponding addition means if I transfer, if I see the answer which I got 241, this plus whatever is written in minus form, I will change its sign and write plus with that number, and see what is my result. So it will be 6, 5, 4. So this result is equal to this. So this is my corresponding addition, and this is my simple subtraction. So this is what we have to do. First we have to subtract the numbers, and then whatever result we will get, we will write that with the plus sign of the negative number, and then see whether this answer is coming equal to this. If these two are coming equal, then obviously your solution is correct. Now question number 3 says that n minus 25 is equal to 83. Find the value of n. So n will be equal to 83. This minus is there, so when it goes towards the other side, it will be added. So 25. N is equal to 8, 10, 108. Now if it is minus, it will become plus when it goes to the other side. If it was like example I am taking n plus 25 is equal to 83, then what we have to do? N is equal to 83. This number, when it goes this side, it will become now minus. Because of this plus sign, it will become minus of 25. 3 minus 5 means 7 minus 2 is 5. So in this way, when it is minus, it will become plus that side. If it is plus, it will go that side, it will become minus. Now question number 4, you see my dear student. Question number 4 says smallest, find the difference of the smallest 6-digit number and largest 4-digit number. So smallest 6-digit number. I hope all of you know smallest 6-digit number. is equal to 1 0 0 0 0 0, right? 6 digits are there. Now largest 4-digit number is equal to 4 times 9. Now we have to subtract difference of, when they ask find the difference of 6-digit number with the 4-digit number, then we have to simply subtract. So difference is equal to 1000000, subtraction with 9 times 4 times 9, sorry, subtract this. So 10 minus 9 1, 9 minus 9 0 0 0, then we are having 9. Correct? 10 minus 9 1, 9 minus 9 0, 9 minus 9 0, 9 minus 9 0, then 9 minus 9 will be here, we have 0. Now this is the meaning of difference. Now the literal meaning of difference is actually either I can subtract this greater number from the smallest number or from the smallest number to the greatest number. But for now you can take that always subtract from the greatest to the smallest number. So subtraction will be from largest number, that is 6 digits minus 4 digit. 6 digit minus 4 digit subtraction. Now question number 6 says that Pankaj has rupees 1,503.56, okay, in his bank account. Now what he did in a particular month, he was having actually 15,356 rupees, and then he deposits certain amount of money. Deposit means addition of money in that account, and withdraws the money, some portion of the money from that account. Means when we say deposit means plus, withdraw means minus. So you have to remember, withdraw means minus, subtraction. Then deposit means addition. So here he was having actually 15,356. When he deposit rupees this much, what is his amount? Then we will subtract. So amount after depositing money is equal to 15,356 plus 4,234. That means rupees, two symbols you have to always give. With whatever is the symbol, you have to always give 15, 3, 6 and this. Then 6 plus 4, 10, 5 plus 3, 8, 9, 8 plus 1, 9, 4, 3 plus 2, 5. Then we have 5 plus 4, 9 and then 1. So I hope it is 19,590. Correct? Now what he does again, he again withdraw. Then amount after withdrawing is equal to this much balance he is having after depositing, minus how much you have to do? You have to do 2,916. Or you can write here and then subtract. For you I am writing, and for me also it is convenient right now. So 10 minus 6 is 4. Then we are having 8 minus 1 is 7. 15 minus 9 6. 8 minus 2 6. And then 16,674. So amount at the end of the month is equal to rupees 16,674. I hope with this we finished our exercise 2A and 2B, and you all will be able to solve all the numerical problems of exercise 2A, 2B, 2C. There is no big problems. You all can easily understand and solve. If you watch my video, I think you all will be, I guarantee that you all will be able to solve all the 3 exercises with very less amount of time. Thank you.